Okay, a mean comment on my YouTube reminded me I want to make a video about criticism, specifically how to use it to your advantage. This guy said, "Oh, there's background noise in the video. No wonder no one watches your channel." First, you categorize the kind of critic you are dealing with. The first step to avoiding a trap is knowing of its existence. So you've got the purely negative comments. These are easy to spot. You can kind of tell right away that the person isn't trying to be helpful. They're just trying to feel better about themselves or take other people down a little bit. The next category is constructive, yet contains negative. It's harder to discern whether this is beneficial to you or... This one's a bit harder to tell if they're just being awful or they're actually trying to be good, but it's important to discern whether... We'll get into that a bit more. It's still important to process criticism. The positive, it could be false positive, but because it's actually they're being sarcastic, so that can be kind of hard to tell. Or they could be nice, yet they're not really constructive. That's nice to just get those kind of compliments every now and then, you know, people putting air in your tires. It's important to not be immune to criticism, as you can use it to grow and keep yourself from becoming delusional. So if you have delusions of grandeur, maybe someone might actually help you out by pointing out you're not that great. Once you have identified that it's just like a bully, it's time to use their evil against them, like a judo throw. Someone goes off balance by like throwing a punch, you can kind of use their momentum against them, or their center of gravity is off kilter and they can fall more easily, so you just need to push them a little bit and then they end up hurting themselves or tripping. So, okay, this one is about when my friend said, when I was showing him my art, he said he thought the border wasn't very fleshed out. There wasn't like definitive ends to like this abstract piece. And this is important because I was able to internalize it and think about it. Like months later, I was thinking about it and I was able to do things a bit differently and try and make the border stronger. So it's important to have a filter to kind of filter out whether, you know, they're just trying to take you down a little, or this is actual good criticism that you can use. So YouTube comments give you more views and the algorithm shows your videos to more people. This piece of paper is flopping around in the wind. This is how you punish the negative commenters who are only trying to bring you down and make themselves feel better, is you can comment on it, what they said. You don't have to be nice to them in return, because they're not playing by the same rules of people who are like living in a society and contributing, not being a parasite, like actually creating things. They're just like this faceless minion that is trying to do damage, or who cares really. You just don't have to play the game by the same rules as they do, if that makes sense. They're not respecting you or giving you a chance to earn their respect, so the respect doesn't really matter. You can just say whatever you want to them and your YouTube channel will get better because of their negativity. It's weird. An example of, I posted a League of Legends video to Reddit. I posted it a few times, and I was playing Brand mid lane versus an Akali, and people were just commenting saying, "Oh, this sucks. You aren't getting a good creep score, which means you aren't killing enough minions." But they didn't pay attention to how I was beating an Akali. An Akali is ridiculous. They just have like this emotional negative reaction that kind of keeps them from like seeing the big picture. People who aren't like socially adjusted properly often have this like knee-jerk reaction where they don't take time to respond. So they totally, it just went over their head that the Akali was getting crushed because I wasn't like last hitting the minions very good in that video, and it's true. That's true. I'm not very good at that sometimes, but the important thing is that I beat an Akali and kept her from winning. So, you know, if people... The important thing is, like, you win the game how you want to win the game, you have fun how you want to have fun. If other people don't like that, it doesn't really matter. Alright, that's about it. I haven't made one of these talking at the camera style videos for a while. I've got a lot more for how you say development blogs. I haven't done one of those in a while, so we're going to have some of that down the pipe. There's like a mental queue of a bunch of stuff to say about that, so you can look for more of those. Is there anything else to say about using the negativity to your advantage? Let's see. I think that's about it.